Randall M doesn't do it for the money. He just loves to take pictures. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Canon EOS photographer Randall M, and today I want to talk to you about my little Speedlite 580EX. I've had this for a good long time, over 10 years, and it is still in as good a condition as the day I bought it. It has a little, up here on the thing, has a little thing you can pull out to spread out your light more. It's got another accessory pull out to, if you want to reflect the lights more. But even with that, it has diffusion where it spreads it out automatically. Even with that, this just does it more. You can push the button here. See if you can see that there. And you can rotate it. You can also rotate it you can rotate it up, around. You can do 180s, and then, of course, from the front, and then, of course, up and down. You can do angles. So you can do pretty much a lot of different angles. And if you have more than one and they're on the remote, there's a lot of possibilities that this device can do. One of the things you have to think about is the kind of batteries you use will determine in part how fast it recycles. That's part of the situation you have to take into consideration. If you have good batteries, fresh batteries, it's going to recycle faster. Now, there's a lot of things that go into the recycle time of this flash, whether you're using full power, low power, medium power, or you're allowing the camera to decide how much power to use to get the good exposure. So there's a lot of things that go into the recycling time of the flash. It's not just like, it shoots one flash every time you take a picture. There's a lot of things that go into it. And it also depends on how you set up your camera, how you set up the flash. A lot of options. You can do multi-bursts. You can do slow multi-burst. There's a whole bunch of different multi-burst possibilities with this flash. You can also use it to control other flashes made by Canon that have that are compatible. For example, you've got right here on the bottom here, it says, let's see if you can see that here. See where it says off, master, and slave? Now, off means it's simply working as a flash. Master means it's in control of other flashes. So if you have it set to master and you fire or you take a picture with your camera, it sends a signal to flashes that are within a certain distance to go off at the same time. But if you have it to slave, then it will accept commands to fire from another flash. So if you have, let's say you had 2 or 3 of these, and let's say I was a subject, maybe you wanted to get something, a flash effect behind me and beside me on both sides. So you have a flash over here, and a flash behind me. And you might even have one, going this way on the camera. That's just one possible scenario. And you could have one, perhaps it would be the one on the camera set to master. Then you could have the 3 others set to slave, and they would all fire at the same time because this sends out the signal to the ones that are marked as slave to fire at the same time. So it's a really nice feature. A lot of features that can be done with it. You can set it to different powers or intensities, if you will. You can do it automatically through the camera, or you can do it manually through the camera. I mean, there's a lot of creative options and possibilities. Obviously, get the manual that comes with it if you buy one or more than one, and that'll help you. And just some other things are just, if you want to get certain effects, just take your time, work with it, practice, take a lot of practice shots. Back in the days when I had film cameras, you couldn't take a lot of practice shots because it was very expensive. Developing film, making prints, blah, 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 was very expensive. Now with digital technology, and the fact that I can delete pictures that I don't want, and plus I can see them right away. With a digital camera, I can, I can see efforts taken, boom, it's right there. And if I don't like it, I can delete it and do it again. Or I can take a bunch of pictures and look at them one to one. You know what I'm saying? It's so much easier with digital technology. People don't realize who have never had to deal with film cameras how great digital really is. Digital is awesome. So I've really enjoyed owning this flash, and I plan to use it for some time. I mean, there's some flashes that are obviously newer and better, and that's fine. But right now, I can't afford to buy a new one, so I'm going to keep this one used. I try to do my best, take care of my equipment as best as possible so they'll last a long time. And like I said, this is easily 10 years old, if not 12 or 15. I don't remember what year I bought this, but it's very old. It's lasted a long time because I take good care of my equipment. At least I do the best I can. One of the other things you can do to increase the speed of the flash is there are connection points here. Take off this little connector thingy here. This little plastic head, which I hardly ever take off because there's no really reason to. See, I'll put it, okay. You can connect an external battery. Some high-end photographers you might see have like a battery pack, and they sling it over their shoulder and they connect it to the camera or to the flash or to both, depending on how it's set up. But those high-powered, bigger, higher power batteries can continually let the power flow at a higher power level, and can allow the flash to fire more and speed up the recycle time. So it just works a lot faster. So there's, again, possibilities with that. And this works on 4 AA batteries normally, as you can see here. I got 4 rechargeable Duracells. Very nice. But I really love the way and it's really easy to look. I'll show you. Just okay, you can see this is my 7D. And it just slides right on. Hold on, let me loosen it up here first. Loosen it up. Now the newer ones have a latch, but this is still pretty good. It still works. What I do is loosen it up, slide it on, tighten it down. There you go. Boom, you're ready to go. And in my opinion, it's not always the best looking thing. I like the built-in flash better. Not from an ergonomic standpoint, a visual standpoint. This looks better, but this is going to be able to. You're going to be able to get farther. You're going to fill in the images with flash a lot better than you would ever could with this little built-in flash. This little built-in flash is really nice because it's got some neat things about it. But this is, if you're really being serious about doing flash photography, this is the way you need to go. It adds some weight to the camera, obviously, but it's a good deal. I really like it. And you'll notice I got the American flag duct tape and the duct tape on here. That's just a little decoration I thought was nice. The reason I started doing that is because this lens, there used to be a black rubber piece to kind of grip it, but over time the glue on that came undone. And I wanted something to, to have some. Well, first of all, to cover it up because there's, it doesn't look good. There's like remnants of where the glue was. I need something to cover it up and to hold it and make it grip at the same time. So I just happened to be at Walmart one time and I saw this American flag duct tape and I got some, and it looks good on the lens and it looks good on the flash too. So I kind of like it. Kind of sets the lens apart from anyone else I've ever seen. So, but the flash is real good. It works real good, and it's just a really nice piece of tech. And other than the size of it and the weight, it's definitely worth the money when you buy this. Like I said, I've had this easily over 10 years, and it has served me very well. I've taken a lot of flash pictures on everything from people who do modeling to animals, bugs, family events, weddings, graduations, all a whole bunch of stuff. So it works really well. Highly recommend it. And Canon makes good stuff, and this is another example of that. And this is the, like I said, Speedlite. It's spelled L-I-T-E, not L-I-G-H-T. But this is the 580X, and I highly recommend it if you're considering serious flash work. So until next time, I'm Canon EOS photographer Randall M. saying thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless. Bye.